Looks like I'm back with another Sports Week video, in particular because we are in a pandemic, no sports, but there's one sport I do want to talk about that's very important. How's it going, guys? And it's good to be back here on Tristan'S Sports Week. And it's been a hiatus for a while. If you all don't know, it's great to be back. Actually, it's been a while. Clearly, I haven't been doing anything for like a while now, and it's been very boring because let's get to the facts. First of all, before we get into the video, no sports are being taken place now. NHL's been canceled, MLB's been canceled, NBA basketball, spring things been canceled. Everything's been canceled because of this pandemic crisis that's been going on with this deadly disease. So basically, and that is the virus, actually saying. But yeah, everything right now is on shutdown mode. And it's good to be back here, but right now I want to make this video for you guys on Tristan'S Sports Week with another video for you guys about one sport we'll talk about in this video a little bit in a minute. But right now, check behind me. Yes, that's right. Snake and Mongoose movie. Love that movie. So give a like for that. I want to see my likes up there. So anyway, if you all haven't seen the movie, you can probably rent it on Amazon right now. Yeah, it's a great movie. Talks about the true story of Don the Snake Prudhomme and Tom the Mongoose McEwen, who passed away in 2018. Who was a funny car driver. Talks about the real life story of the Snake and Mongoose, which is crazy. It's a great movie. It's a funny one too. I would prefer going and checking that out as well. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about one sport that's not doing anything that's just waiting for all this virus to lift away, to lift in the air or something like that, or whatever they call it. But typically, though, I am really disappointed about no racing on TV or any sports events. And even bowling, for example, has been canceled as well. The USBC announced that they will be canceling their bowling events until the end of 2020, I believe, because of PBA Commissioner Tom Clark announced that they will be doing the PBA League Draft. So that's probably already been done. It's if you haven't seen their live video, make sure to go check out their live video, and please follow them on Facebook. They're really good guys. But anyway, there's just one sport that that's not doing this right now, and because if you haven't heard about NASCAR, NASCAR has been doing a lot of eSport iRacing stuff for quite a while now. I think they started somewhere around April, I believe, after April Fools. And IndyCar's on the same verge as well. IndyCar, NTT Data IndyCar iRacing series. So typically, though, they just finished Motegi, Twin Ring Motegi, from Japan. The track that was won, the last track and the last race that was won on that track, I think, was Danica Patrick back in 2008. So typically, they've been doing okay. So virtual stuff has been going on lately, and also same with Formula E. Formula E has been doing a lot of virtual races. Plus, I think they also get sponsored by UNICEF. I don't know how to pronounce it. UNICEF, something like that. It's basically it's a partnership of how to save kids from the deadly COVID-19. If it wasn't for them sponsoring Formula E, this would have never been happening. But anyway, but there's one sport and one sport only that's not getting involved, because for one, I just named them: NASCAR, IndyCar, Formula E, Formula One. Also, Formula One's doing this as well. Esports were on the PlayStation, or maybe it's iRacing. I'm not sure. Not iRacing, simulators. But anyway, PlayStation simulators. You got F1, World of Outlaws, but there is one sport and one sport only that's automobiled and not doing this. And well, there is some drivers that's been doing this as well by the name of Ron Capps and Cruz Pedregon, both doing iRacing for the World of Outlaws Championships. And that we are talking about, that's right, the NHRA Drag Racing Series. Now let's talk about the NHRA Drag Racing for a minute. They already went through 2 rounds. They already ran Pomona and Phoenix. Pomona was run in February. Phoenix wasn't run until somewhere around mid-after February to March. They were supposed to be running at the I believe at the Gainesville event, the Nitro guys, but typically though, there was a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of Instagram posts that's been posted from the NHRA itself about the sportsman guys that was running at Gainesville with no fans involved. So clearly though, that was a shocker right there. Because typically when they announced when they got through everything done, up till the top alcohol dragster class, they had to leave. They had to leave that place permanently. The Nitro guys couldn't come back and dominate. So typically though, only the sportsman classes were the only ones there. So right now, let's talk about the Nitro guys. So far, the Nitro guys have been not doing anything really, except for, like I said, Ron Capps and Cruz Pedregon were the only 2 that were doing iRacing, plus Courtney Force and Graham Rahal, IndyCar driver, both of them someplace with each other. Clearly, I know that for a fact. Anyway, lots been going on. A lot of hiatus, I would like to say. A lot of hiatus. But it wasn't in doubt until Brian Loans created a live podcast video of himself at home up in Massachusetts, where he actually filmed a live video about talking about the about NHRA drag racing getting back into business again. So what that clearly means is they're thinking about rerunning Gainesville to get to the Pomona finals. Really. I mean, they just finished 3 races. Now, clearly, I'm not so sure how this is gonna go on, because basically, it's not gonna be easy. Like, for one, you got Gainesville, Houston, Las Vegas, you got so on. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, really, I've been sitting here for like 3 days trying to figure this out. Clearly, and plus, they are the only ones that are not getting involved. And I'll tell you why. Because clearly, this is the only sport, except for Monster Jam, for example, they aren't doing anything as well because they're monster trucks. So, typically, you don't have to worry about them. I don't know. But clearly, NHRA Drag Race is definitely the one to talk about. So, clearly, NHRA's got to think about this a little more. Because clearly, I think basically they should just think about this a little more, because I think they should go on with the same verge as NASCAR, IndyCar, Formula 1, Formula E. They should go with what everybody else is doing. Because I don't know why they're just sitting back waiting for this virus to end and lift. I mean, that's not going to be easy. Because basically why I'm saying that, because I don't even know, and they don't even know when this virus is going to end. Because clearly it might end, let's say October, for example. October might be a struggle, or November. That would be bad, because that's when the Pomona Finals is supposed to be ending. So clearly, I don't know if they should do it. I mean, I think they should just cancel the races just like that and wait till next year. I'm not sure, but clearly though, it is points championship, and they already been to 3.5 races, except for the sportsman class. They already run the Gainesville races, but clearly, it's only been 3 races, and clearly. So the reason why I'm talking about NHRA drag racing, for example, over other motorsports, is clearly they need to come up with this. the NHRA Virtual Drag Racing Series, Drag Racing Series, or come up with the NHRA Mello Yello Virtual Drag Racing Series. Yes, I said that. NHRA Virtual Mello Yello Drag Racing Series. Plus, not only that, it's going to be this boy coming back, the NHRA Powerade Drag Racing Series next year, which they announced at Pomona this year. So clearly, that's going to be wild. Let me tell you. Now clearly, let's just think about this for a minute. Why am I talking about NHRA doing virtual drag racing? Well, for one, I think it just sounds like a great idea, because what's the sense of waiting for them waiting for, I don't know, 24, 23 and a half races to go? I mean, clearly, just get out a simulator and just run it that way. Cause look, because I can prove it to you why. Here, for example, look, the first ever video game, because they did release some games on PlayStation and Xbox, which I don't have it on Xbox, but clearly this is one of them. The IHRA Drag Racing series that was released back in 2001. Sorry, this was released by Bethesda Softwares. So clearly, IHRA Drag Racing's been around since, I think it ended around 2008 and 9, I believe. So clearly, they've been dominating as well. But not only that, this thing rose from the ashes. And plus, there was a couple NHRA Drag Racing games, but they were on PC. And these were the only two that was on PlayStation and Xbox. And I only have the manual for it. This was on PS2. NHRA Championship Drag Racing. So clearly, I used to have this on PS2, and even though I don't have the PS2 anymore, but this was the favorite of mine that I think they should bring back. And plus, this game was the final game that was released in 2007. And this is two of them: the PSP and the PlayStation 2 NHRA Drag Racing Countdown to the Championship. So clearly, that was the final game that NHRA. And THQ and everybody that made this game was the final year and the final game that was released. So clearly no NHRA Drag Racing games were ever released till then. Well, I might be wrong. I'm not sure, because there was rumors going around back then, I think around 2015, I believe, from some guy that from Instagram told me that there was a game that was released, but it didn't even get finished. So clearly, I'm not sure what that was. I don't know if he was thinking about Project Cars 2 or whatnot. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was really weird. It was a little bit weird. So clearly NHRA's been doing great, trying to do great with their graphics, but why am I talking about that? Well, here's, for example, release the dang thing on the PlayStation 4. I mean, come on, we have PlayStation 4 now, or Xbox One. So clearly, I think they need to go back to PlayStation and Xbox, or do it on a simulator, doesn't matter, or PC. That would be better, because clearly, I mean, what's the sense for waiting throughout all the months? Because clearly, I think what they should do is, since GameStop is open, I think maybe that's the best option. Like selling this stuff to GameStop, all the gaming stores like Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, all those grocery stores or whatever. But yeah, that would be a great idea, because basically I want and plus, let me tell you why this is such a great idea. Because let me tell you why. So number one, no you can just watch the races. You can probably show scenes of the pit areas of them working on interviews, virtual interviews. That could be a good option. Night racing, lights on, be done. And parachutes, for example, graphical parachutes, and the real cars in real life. Motor switches, like meaning the engine switches, like you can switch your engines or something. But clearly, if you all don't know, I actually happened to do that on this game when I was playing on the PSP. So clearly, this game rocked. Just rocked, really. And it just rocked everything. And clearly, that game was the successful winner of the bunch. So clearly, I only have about 3 of these games now, except for that instruction manual. So clearly, I think NHRA should think about this a little more, because I think my idea is the best. Because I don't know. Comment below. What do you guys think? NHRA drag racing, creating virtual drag racing like the NHRA Mello drag racing virtual drag racing series. Maybe. Because while this pandemic is going on right now, because clearly everybody's keep thinking, oh, well, it's going to be ending until May or something like that. Or, I don't know. I don't believe that, really. Because clearly, we just don't know. It's a guess. It's just a guess. So, I don't like when people guess. So, clearly, waiting until May, June, July, or October, like I said, for example, I don't know. That's probably not going to happen. So, clearly, I want you guys to comment below what you guys think on this video of what I just said. So clearly, I think this is the best option of what NHRA drag racing should do. So clearly, NHRA, if you are watching this, please create yourself a video game or a simulator. That could be useful, and probably just send it to the drivers or me, for example. Maybe I can and plus, speaking of which, you can add some fans to it. Fan drag racing. You can add the pro stock motorcycles, the sportsman classes, pro stock, funny car, top fuel, top alcohol, funny car, top alcohol dragster, all those guys, and other random stuff. It doesn't matter, because look, PS5 is coming out next year, and I won't be happy with that, clearly. But anyway, PS4 is still here. I mean, come on. You haven't been releasing games since 2007. That's the when you just decided to give up. I mean, come on. Stop. I mean, you got to just start thinking about this, NHRA. Clearly. I mean, what's the sense of waiting around? Wait until this COVID-19 ends. We don't even know that for sure. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you can, please, and a double thumbs up for this poster on the roll, like I showed you in the beginning. But anyway, and also for this jacket and this hat right here. Well, anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, comment below, all that. You know all that. Here if you're new to my channel. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys later.